from New Orleans. I had such a great time. So say hey to my roommates, Jamie and Mary Beth. It was so fun rooming with y'all and seeing everyone from my team and just learning so much about our new products. And we had so much fun at our gala last night. But I am back in Birmingham now, but it was a long day of driving, so I'm just doing something super quick for dinner, but wanted to share my quick idea with y'all. I'm making pasta tonight with meat sauce, and I'm going to flip this around so y'all can see. Okay, so I just have some fresh linguine here. I just love getting these from the refrigerated section because they cook up so much more quickly than dried pasta. This is going to take like 2 minutes to cook, although dried pasta is also great. So I just have some linguine there. So I already have my water salted and boiling, and I'm going to stir that real quick. Hey Bridget, hey Amy. Did you get back safe, Amy? I hope you did. It was good seeing you. Okay, so that's all mixed up there and broken up. So that'll come back to a boil, and that'll be done in just a couple minutes. So super, super quick. Very easy. All right. And then I made some tomato sauce before I left last week, and actually used it for some pizza. I think I used it for some pizza on Tuesday. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn this burner onto medium. So I just had this in the fridge while I was gone. I used canned tomatoes from my grandmother's garden, and I used some tomato paste, and I sauteed some garlic and olive oil, and I used basil and thyme, and I think I used oregano in there too, and I think I did a splash of white wine as well. So just kind of a basic marinara sauce recipe, and sometimes I tweak it and add different herbs and stuff. So I'm going to bring this up to warm. So kind of prepping ahead of time, I made 2 jars of this. So I didn't make a huge batch and actually can it, but I made enough to where I could fill up 2 of these jars before I left last week. And I used up part of it last week, and then just stuck the rest in the fridge. And if I use this up, within a week or 2, then that'll be I'll have used it up before it goes bad. And then my mom was so nice to watch James while I was in New Orleans, and they had so much fun, and she helped out one night and cooked dinner. So she made some hamburgers, which they enjoyed, and there was about 2.5 left over. But since I would have had to make some sides to go with that tonight, I decided to just repurpose this and crumble up the hamburger meat, and I'm going to add this to our tomato sauce so that we'll have a nice meat sauce for kind of a spaghetti and meat sauce, except it's linguine and meat sauce tonight, since that's what we have on hand. And so this will be just a super quick reinterpretation of the dish. So it's kind of fun to see what you have on hand, and I hate to let any food go to waste. So I love using leftovers, but sometimes it's nice to invent a new dish with the leftovers that you have on hand instead of just eating exactly the same way. So James is usually a pretty good eater, and sometimes he'll eat leftovers, until they're gone. But sometimes he starts to get picky and be like, okay, I had this yesterday and I'm not feeling like I want to eat this today. So if you have kids like that or toddlers and they maybe want, something a little bit different, and then repurposing it and cooking your leftovers in a new dish is a great way to do that. So whether you have, leftover ground beef, from when you've made a dish, or leftover hamburger meat, that's something that you can repurpose, whether you're using a canned tomato sauce from the store or a homemade sauce like the one that I had. And just a quick meal. James is having fun. I miss this little guy. He was so excited to see his mommy when he got home. Oh, it would just touch my heart. He just went right up to the car and gave me a big hug, and it's been very loving all day. So that's been so nice to get to reconnect with him and my husband, even though it was a great trip. All right, so this will only take just a few minutes to really warm through. Everything was already cooked, so it just needs to heat through. And the pasta looks like it's about done as well. So super quick. Just a great way to throw dinner on the table in a flash for your family, and something that your kids can enjoy as well as you. So, bon appetit. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening and hope you have a great start to the week with your families. Talk to you soon.